today whatever we are going to do is a very unique kind of concept, thoroughly for basically for JEE Advanced. But if your luck is not good, it can come in JEE Main also. Okay, so that concept is heading karo conservative force. All of you make a heading conservative force. So let us learn one by one. There are basically three conditions which needs to be maintained by a certain force to be qualified as conservative force. What is the first point? First point is work done by ये सारा ठीक से काम नहीं कर रहा. Such kind of force is independent अरे सुबह से गड़बड़ कर रहा है यार. Independent of the choice of the path. Okay, so work done by such kind of force is independent of the choice of the path. The work done only depends on initial and final coordinates. अजीब पेन दे रहा है. The work done only depends on initial and final coordinates. Chapura.
Sir, one scroll back, sir.
Hey! Scroll back previous day lecture only.
No, sir, I came right now. Oh, right now it started. Thank you, sir.
Pantu Singh. Initial and final coordinates, okay? Second point is total work done on a round trip will be 0. And third, work is recoverable. So these are the 3 points which needs to be maintained by any kind of force to be tagged or categorized as conservative force. Fine. Okay, now you see what are the explanation of these points. Let us check that we have a coordinate system. Suppose this is XY plane. In this XY plane, we are taking 2 points. This is point P1 with coordinate x1, y1, and here is point P2 with coordinates x2, y2. See, if you want to move from point P1 to P2, infinite number of paths are possible. You can either move straight line path, or you can go along a circle, or you can move along this path like this. Correct? So whether you move along the circle or you move along the straight path, let us say this is path 1, this is path 2, this is path 3. Okay? So now I'm writing if W1 is equal to W2 is equal to W3, that is work done by the force when the particle is moved along path 1 is equal to work done by the force when the particle is moved along path 2 is equal to work done by the force when the particle is moved along path 3. That means ये वर्क डन क्या हो गया, is independent of the choice of the path. Right? Correct? यही हो गया ना? Fine. And one more point, खाली यही point नहीं है, one more point is W1 or W2 or W3 will only depend on x1 y1 or x2 y2. Correct? Then that force will be called as a conservative force. Mind it. Professor, clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now let us take an example. Through that example, we'll get to know, and subsequently I will share lot many information also. Now, for this portion, I will request everyone to keep the lecture notes intact because ये book में उतना डिटेल में available नहीं है जितना मैं डिटेल में कराऊंगा. So I'm going to take an example of a known force. Harsha,
So once previous page, sir.
happy?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So example I'm going to take, first I will take a known force, then I will take an unknown force, then I will describe. So देखो, suppose if you keep one mass here, that is capital M, and you move another mass along this path, suppose this is small m, and you are moving this mass from, let us say this point, that is coordinate r1, to a point where this coordinate is r2. Clarity आया ना? So you are moving this mass 1, a mass small m, from point 1 to point 2. So gravitational force that acts on the object, if gravity is equal to what we write, minus g capital M into small m divided by r square into r cap. Why this minus sign came? Remember, negative sign is to show that gravitational force is always attractive. Okay, no? It doesn't bear any other significance. It is just there to show that gravitational force is always attractive in nature. Okay, no problem. We want to calculate the work done by this force. So dW by gravity is equal to F gravity dot dr vector. So what is F gravity? This is minus gmm by r square r cap. Dr vector also I am writing dr into r cap. So it became minus gmm by r square into dr. ये क्लियर है ना सबका? This is okay. So from here I can write work done by gravity is equal to minus gmm integration of dr by r square moving from r1 to r2. Okay ra babu, chepo. So that is equal to minus gmm dr by r square is minus 1 by r1 to r2. So now work done by gravity when the particle is moved from r1 to r2 is equal to gmm into 1 by r2 minus 1 by r. Okay now, clear for everyone? Okay, fine. Let us call this as equation number 1. Okay, bhai. Now if I bring it back from path 2 to 1, so next I will write work done by gravity when it is brought r2 to r1 is equal to gmm into 1 by r1 minus 1 by r2. This is equation number 2. Correct only? Fine everyone? So what these two equations are suggesting? These two equations are indicating that the work done by gravity only depends on R1 and R2. It doesn't depend any other path. है ना? If you move it along any other path, it will also be same result only 1 by R2 minus 1 by R1. So it is only depending on R2 and R1. Correct? One more thing. One more thing. From these two results, one other thing is quite clear. Work done by gravity when it is brought from R1 to R2 plus work done by gravity R2 to R1, यार ये zero हो गया. Correct, no? So it qualifies all the conditions that needs to be there to call a force conservative. हाँ बोल.
सर पिछला पेज था सर.
हो गया?
हाँ सर. Thank you.
So now we will got that gravitational force is a conservative force. चलो लिख लो सब लोग. So gravitational force is a conservative force. That is the net outcome of this discussion. Yes, professor.
सर प्रीवियस पेज में डाउट है सर.
प्रीवियस पेज में डाउट है तो अभी तक क्या कर रहा था साले?
सर ये आर कैप है सर, वो आर कैप है फोर्स के वो फोर्स के डायरेक्शन में है क्या यूनिट वेक्टर?
कौन सा आर कैप?
यस सर.
फोर्स का डायरेक्शन माइनस आर कैप है.
और सर यहाँ जो आपने वर्क डन बाय ग्रेविटी फर्स्ट लाइन लिखा है ना, इक्वल्स टू एफ ग्रेविटी इनटू डी आर.
बोल.
सर तो उसके एंड में वो आर कैप कहाँ गया सर?
तो यूनिट वेक्टर का डॉट प्रोडक्ट कितना होता है?
हाँ ओके सर, ओके सर. थैंक यू.
पैर में रास्ता बांध के ना बड़े पेट से साला उल्टा लटका दूंगा 3 घंटे तक, वो भी मटन बिरयानी और कोका कोला खाने के बाद. ओके ओके फाइन. So gravitational force is a conservative force. अभी देखो now there is another force. Which force is similar to the gravitational force? I will note them down one by one. You check. So I have written F gravitational. Raza?
सर स्टार्टिंग न्यूटन्स लॉ ऑफ मोशन में आप कंजर्वेटिव फोर्स के बारे में बताया सर. द टोटल मैकेनिकल एनर्जी ऑफ द सिस्टम हैज टू रिमेन कंजर्व.
Yes, yes.
यानी
Yes.
मतलब इसके मतलब बोले सर.
अभी उसके बारे में डिस्कस करेंगे. अभी वो वाला पॉइंट अभी आया नहीं.
ओके.
हाँ पुष्कर जी बोलिए ना.
सर अब फिर अभी ये मतलब वर्क डन बाय ग्रेविटी, वर्क डन बाय नॉर्मल रिएक्शन, वो सब सिखा रहे हो क्या?
तुझे देख के वो लग रहा है?
सर मतलब ग्रेविटी का पार्ट है ना, इसलिए पूछ रहा.
बिल्कुल नहीं. जितना सिखा रहा हूँ उतना दिमाग पे रख बस.
वो आगे है क्या सब कुछ?
क्या वर्क डन बाय नॉर्मल फोर्स फिर से सिखाना है?
नहीं सर.
एक चीज को कितनी बार सिखाएंगे भाई?
ओके ओके ठीक है सर, ठीक है.
अभी इस पे कंसंट्रेट करो. ये बड़ा तगड़ा कंसेप्ट है, इसमें गलती होने का चांसेस बहुत ज्यादा है. दिनेश टेल मी.
सर और एक बार उसको एक्सप्लेन करो सर.
व्हिच वन?
टॉप बॉटम साइड सर.
ये तीनों पॉइंट पर पहले.
ओके सर.
सो दीस 3 points has to be maintained, right?
यस सर.
First, work path. The work should not depend on path. It should only depend on initial and final coordinate. Second,
Okay, sir.
total work done in round trip has to be 0. Or if
Okay,
second condition is satisfied, automatically third one will come. That is, work is recoverable. Now I am taking an example of gravitational force. You check when you got work done by gravity from 1 to 2. What you got? Gmm to 1 by R2 minus 1 by R1. So from this particular equation, can you tell the particle is moved along circle, ellipse, parabola, hyperbola, something like that? Nothing, no?
Nthing sir.
So it only depends on R2 and R1. What is R2? Final coordinate. What is R1? Initial coordinate.
Yes sir.
Right? If you add these two equations, that means when it is moving from R1 to R2 and then brought back, net work
Yes,
done is
sir.
coming to be 0 only.
Yes sir.
So all the conditions are satisfied. So we can
Okay,
call
sir.
that force as conservative force. Snehita Gadu, Chepandi.
So once you explain the third point of conservative force
Then
in the
what?
first page.
Work is recoverable.
Yes, sir.
You see here, W gravity R1 to R2 plus W gravity R2 to R1 is equal to 0, right?
Yes, sir.
So can I write W work done R1 to R2 is equal to minus of W gravity R2 to R1? That means amount of work you have given or you have done to bring the particle from R1 to R2, same amount of work is withdrawn while brought from R2 to R1. So there is no loss, na? So full recovery is there.
Okay, okay.
Okay, right?
Thank you, sir.
Fine. Now let us discuss about these two forces we are seeing here. One is F gravitational, one is F electrostatic. You see there is a striking similarity between these two forces. Right now, what are the similarity? I already discussed about this point also. See, this force, magnitude of this force is proportional to 1 by r square. Both are following inverse square law. Check. Magnitude of both these forces is proportional to 1 by r square. Is this point clear or not? Tell me. Second point, a vector is either radially outward or radially inward. ठीक है? So when these two conditions are satisfied simultaneously, the forces are called central forces. The forces are called central forces. What you have to remember? All the central forces are conservative. By automatic choice. That means if you get a central force, it has to be conservative. Okay, is it fine for everyone? Please respond. Right now? Correct? Yeah. So now the point is, all the central forces are conservative, but are all conservative forces central? So next my question comes to be, are all conservative forces have to be central? Okay. Answer is obviously no. All central forces are conservative? Answer is yes. But all conservative forces are central? No. Example? Spring force. How? Let us check. If you take a spring, suppose I am taking, this is the natural length of the spring, this is x equal to 0. Then the spring is elongated from x equal to x1 to x equal to x2. To this. So what is the work done by the spring? So while the spring stretches from x1 to x2, work done by the spring is equal to minus half k of x2 square minus x1 square. correct? We know why it is minus, because we can do it easily. In this direction displacement is taking place, but constantly spring force is acting opposite, so that's why the negative sign came. But when the spring jumps back from x2 to x1, then what is the work done by the spring? It will be plus half, अच्छा k मिस हो गया यहाँ पे, plus half k into x2 square minus x1 square. ठीक है? So if this is equation number 1, if this is equation number 2, if you just do 1 plus 2, work done by the spring total is equal to 0. Correct? So by automatic choice spring force क्या हो गया यार? Conservative. Correct? Fine. But do you find F proportional to 1 by r square? Why? You know spring force equal to what? F is equal to what do I write? Minus kx. So do you find the first condition? F proportional to 1 by x square is there? No, na. So it is conservative, but not central. Is this point clear to everyone? Please respond. If anyone has any doubt, feel free to ask. मदन जी,
सर 1 and 2 कैसे है समझ में नहीं आया. इक्वेशन 1 और 2.
1 and 2 तो हम लोग बहुत दिन से ला रहे हैं भाई, समझ में कैसे नहीं आया? बोल सकते हो कि सर मैं भूल गया, पर समझ में कैसे नहीं आएगा? याद है मदन जी?
हाँ याद है सर.
बस अब याद कीजिए, याद आ जाएगा. ठीक है?
हाँ.
स्प्रिंग जब इलोंगेट होता है तब उसका वर्क डन माइनस होता है, जब वो बाउंस बैक करके वापस आता है तब उसका वर्क डन प्लस होता है. भाई जी वही मैंने लगाया.
यस सर.
यस ऑनरेबल प्रोफेसर.
सर सेकंड पॉइंट सेटिस्फाई हो रहा है क्या? जो इधर इनवर्ड्स या आउटवर्ड्स होगा रेडियली?
हाँ वो तो है ना, वो तो स्प्रिंग के अलोंग ही काम करता है ना स्प्रिंग फोर्स.
सो इलेक्ट्रोस्टैटिक फोर्स के लिए क्या होगा, इनवर्ड्स और आउटवर्ड्स?
दोनों ही हो सकते हैं ना. अगर अट्रैक्टिव हुआ तो इनवर्ड होगा, रिपल्सिव होगा तो आउटवर्ड हो जाएगा.
ओके सर.
ठीक है. चलो सर, दिस पॉइंट इज क्लियर. So till now we are discussing about taking known forces. Now for the first time we are going to take a case study by taking an unknown force. What is that force I am taking? F vector is equal to, I am taking a force as y I cap plus x j cap. Point is this force conservative? ये अभी क्वेश्चन है. ठीक है ना? हिंदी न्यूज चैनल वाले बोलते हैं ना, गौर से देखिए इस फोर्स को, क्या लगता है आपको? ठीक है ना? ऐसा लगता है जैसे साला केस को सॉल्व करने नहीं गया, आदमी को मर्डर करने गया. सो नाउ हाउ टू टेस्ट? लेट अस कंसिडर that the particle moves in xy plane. So when the particle moves in xy plane, then dr vector is equal to dx I cap plus dy j cap, right? So work done by the force dw is equal to, I can write F vector dot dr vector. What is F vector? F vector is y I cap plus xj cap plus of dx I cap plus dy j cap. So how much it comes? It comes to be y dx plus x dy. Enough? Fine, no? Clear? So if that is the case, then suppose there are 2 points. This is x1, y1, and this is x2, y2. Okay, we can take the particle either along straight line or along this line or along this line. We'll check. Whatever may be the thing, can I write this entire term as d of xy? Y dx plus x dy. Can I write d of xy? Yes. So w is equal to integration d of xy. Remember, integration is the reverse process of differentiation. Correct? So if we integrate a differential function, it will give the function back. नहीं समझे? मान लीजिए ये y इज इक्वल टू फंक्शन ऑफ x है, इसको आप कीजिए dy, तो आ गया f प्राइम x. अगर करेंगे इंटीग्रेशन ऑफ dy तो आपको फंक्शन बैक नहीं आएगा क्या? So remember, if we integrate the differential of a function, then the function will come back. So what is your answer, Re Babu? xy. Acha, what was the limit? x1, y1 to x2, y2. So ये भी क्या होगा भाई? x1, y1 to x2, y2. So how much is it coming? It is coming x2, y2 minus x1, y1. This is w1. Okay, when it is moving from 1 to 2. So SNE, we'll write it as w1 to 2. Correct now? Cheppura Babu, if w2 to 1, then how much? x1, y1 minus x2, y2. So now w, wait, w1 to 2 plus w2 to 1 is coming to be how much? 0. If it is 0, what is the conclusion then? F vector is equal to yi cap plus xj cap is conservative right? Shankar,
I didn't understand. Can you explain once again?
did you wake up yet?
No, sir.
Still sleeping?
No, sir.
So which point you did not understand?
So from y is equals to fx. That's all.
Or nothing.
Differentiation.
See,
Integrate.
what is dy? Integration of dy equal to y only, no?
Yes, sir.
So integration d of xy will be xy.
Okay, sir.
Then I am putting the limits.
Yes, sir.
ओके भोले बाबा, अभी बिस्तर से उठ जाइए, आप बहुत सोते रहते हैं. आई हैव सीन इन फ्यू ऑफ द वीडियोस. Probably last week you forgot to switch off the video once, and I saw that you were sleeping horribly. So wake up, wake up. Okay, ना बाबू, clear होना है? Fine. But. Check this one. ये हो गया केस 1, केस 2. केस 2 चेक करो. एफ वेक्टर इज इक्वल टू एक्स आई कैप प्लस वाई जे कैप. X I cap plus Y j cap. Check out this force, everyone. Y j cap dot dx I cap plus dy j cap. So it will be x dx plus y dy. Now you move the particle from 1 to 2. Integration x dx x1 to x2 plus integration y dy y1 to y2. So half factor will be common. You will get x2 square minus x1 square plus y2 square minus y1 square. All right, but if you do w2 to 1, you will get exactly reverse result. You will get x1 square minus x2 square plus of y1 square minus y2 square. Then w1 to 2 plus w2 to 1 will definitely become 0. So this force is 100% conservative. Okay now? Clear everyone? Fine. Professor sir,
सर कोई ट्रिक नहीं है क्या?
इसका
यस सर.
बहुत जबरदस्त ट्रिक है ना, लेकिन अभी नहीं बताएंगे. थोड़ा और हैबिचुएटेड हो जाओ, बताएंगे.
सर और वो y dx plus x dy था ना, तो वो
हाँ.
d सर तो उसे dxy कैसे लिखा? ये सही है.
तो d of x क्या होता है बता?
सर
प्रोडक्ट का फॉर्मूला क्या है बोल?
सर x को x dy dx plus y dx d ये सर
हाँ.
उसको
कान के नीचे
Differentiate
मारूंगा
कर.
मैं क्या पूछ रहा हूँ? मैं पूछ रहा हूँ डी, और मैंने नीचे डी डी एक्स लिखा क्या?
नो सर.
ओनली डिफरेंशिएशन.
सर तो उसे कॉमन कैसे लिया सर?
अबे कॉमन का बात कहाँ? हाँ राजा बोल, मैं बता रहा हूँ, रुकिए देखिए.
सर वहां पर प्लस क्यों आएगा?
कहाँ पे?
ये जो एफ वेक्टर इज इक्वल टू डी वेक्टर पे है ना? नहीं प्रीवियस पेज. हाँ वहां पर वो प्लस क्यों आएगा? प्लस
प्लस नहीं, वो डॉट है, वो प्रिंटिंग मिस्टेक है, पब्लिशर्स नॉट रेस्पॉन्सिबल.
अच्छा.
तो इधे आकाश गाड़ू इधे d dx of xy क्या लिखेगा, x dy dx प्लस y, यही लिखेगा ना, बोल पॉइंट टू, मल्टीप्लाई कर इसको, तो क्या आ रहा है बे, x dy प्लस y dx. अब मान ले ये df dx है, ये df dx है, ये आया df, क्या रे, क्लियर,
यस सर, थैंक यू सर.
समझ में आया अभी?
यस
ठीक.
सर.
बोले बाबा.
Sir, is there any other method to find?
There is method, but we will go slowly. I will tell you the shortcut trick, but after some time, once you get habituated to this. ठीक है ना? Okay. Fine. Shashi,
Sir, if the force is not conservative, then addition of those two works will give what answer, sir?
अभी देखते हैं ना, केस 3.
Okay.
Suppose a block of mass m is moving over a rough surface. ठीक है, and let us assume that it is moving from a point x equal to x1 to x equal to x2. Tell me, what is work done by friction while the block moves from R1 to R2 minus mu mg into x2 minus x1. All right, clear, no? Fine. What is work done by friction while it comes back from R2 to R1? Same. Correct. You see why? First case, when it is moving in that direction, and friction force acting opposite. Correct. When it is coming back, it was here, mass m. This is x equal to x2, so it is coming x equal to x1. So in this case, this is displacement and this is friction. Correct. So in both the cases, work done by the friction is negative now. Now if you club them, suppose if this is equation number 1, if this is 1 and this is 2, if you do 1 plus 2, work done by friction total it is not 0, but it is coming minus 2 mu mg into x2 minus x1. So, what is the outcome? Friction force is non-conservative. हाँ पुष्कर,
सर हर बार फ्रिक्शन फोर्स नॉन कंजर्वेटिव होता है?
हर बार.
ठीक है,
Okay.
थैंक यू.
Shashi,
Sir, this means conservative force of friction is double times than the original friction force.
friction conservative है ही नहीं. It is always non-conservative.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
Good. Friction force is non-conservative always. Okay ना? चलो fine, bye bye.